What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to FBA Capital. And today I'm bringing you guys another weekly market breakdown on NAS100. I'm actually going to move away from US30 and I'm going to go to NAS100. But without further ado, let's get right on into the video. So firstly, we're just going to start off on the monthly. We're going to do a top-down analysis. Just go from the higher time frames all the way to the lower and try to understand what's overall happening with these weekly closures, the monthly closures, and the daily closures. So let's take this off. As you can see, once we got to 16,000, this big figure number all the way up here, price immediately had a reaction, came up, and now it's obviously moving lower, and these are big drops. These are not small moves. Look at these monthly candles. These are about, that's 1,400 points, and then this one right now is so far down, 950, almost 1,000. We're more than likely going to keep on going. So what do I think we're overall going for? In my opinion, I think we're personally going for the liquidity below these lows right here at around 12,900, so 12,900. And then once we get here, we could potentially see a reaction to the top side, maybe in a false break scenario, or I think price is going to continue to come all the way down to this monthly order block right here. It will technically be like a 2-month order block. Here, I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. So let's see how these two down candles before this move up. If you go to the 2-month chart, I don't think they even had it. All right. If you go to the 2-month chart, that's gonna be like a nice little order block there. And something else you could do, draw your fib from this high to this low to potentially see where that retracement is going to be at. And you see the 79% is right here. So in this general area, this is where you're going to be looking for that trade to see price goes to the top side. And if you look right here, you also have 12,000 level, which is likely to have a major reaction. So we'll see what happens. This is the monthly. Now we're going to go down to the weekly. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alert at the previous week's highs and previous week's lows. So right here, this week, I'm gonna put an alert. Hold on. I'm gonna put an alert right here. Damn, I have to hold on. What's going on, guys? So before you keep on watching the video, I just wanted to tell you guys about this opportunity that I have for you guys. So as of recently, I have been getting a lot of questions and comments and concerns about whether or not I do one-on-one mentorship. I personally do not do one-on-one mentorship, but I do have mentorship now, which I decided because you guys have been asking for a while now. So what will I be providing? I will be providing daily live stream access and mentorship every single day, where I will teach you everything that I know and I will guide you from zero to hero. And along with that, I will be giving you live trade analysis, and you will know all of my trades taken live, real time. So with that being said, the price of it right now is $100 a month, but the price is not going to be like that for long. After the first 100 people join, I will be having the price go up. So make sure you take advantage while you can. And now you can finish watching the video. Okay, now that I have this weekly high alert, I'm also going to put the weekly low alert all the way down here. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can get notified whether the weekly highs or the weekly lows are going to be broken on the next weekly candle. Most likely, I think the weekly lows are going to get broken, and in that case, I think we're going to try to go for the liquidity below this low right here, more than likely, if we don't start to see a reaction. But mind you, we are in this area where there's another big order block all within here, so we're going to be paying attention all in this area for a potential move. And also keep in mind what level we have, 13,500 right here. So what do I think is going to happen? Since we have two previous down candles on the weekly time frame, I think it's more than likely we're going to get another one. We might see a little retracement into the week. So what you could do to potentially see where that's going to be is pull a fib from that high to the low of the weekly candle. Now we're going to go down to the daily, and as you can see, the daily was showing that there was a willingness to potentially want to go higher. It did have a move, but it couldn't hold, fell lower, and we're very close to these lows down here. So like I said, I think it's more profitable that price is going to continue to come lower and try to come to this 13,500 level. We'll see. Everything's pretty bearish. Everything's kind of going to shit with the economy. So that's really it. I'm gonna leave this on a weekly. We'll see what happens. Now I'm gonna go down to the lower time frames. Here, let me get a different chart. Remove all these. We're gonna go down to the 15-minute time frame. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark up the previous day's highs and the previous day's lows. So we got the previous day's highs right here, the previous day's low, just like this. We're gonna get the previous day's Asian session, which is not over here, so we're gonna use the previous days all the way over here, so from 18 all the way to midnight. And the reason we use the previous days because this Asian session hasn't yet finished, so we're gonna use the previous days, and this is gonna be somewhere that you could potentially anticipate a potential retracement to. So let's make this red, and then we're gonna have that rose open over here. We're not gonna have the open yet, but when the market opens, I'm gonna have a weekly open. So we have this, and now we're just gonna look at potential areas price-wise. So what levels are here in price? We have 14,200, big figure level. All the way down here, we have 14,000, big figure level. And all the way at these lows, we have 13,900, and these are the main ones in this area. And let's look right up here, we have 14,300 right here. So these are going to be the main levels that we're going to be looking at. And then we have this equilibrium level right here at 14,100 that's in the middle of everything. So I'm going to make this one black just because it's going to show different significance than the other ones. So we're going to see what price does. But something else I could do is from this previous high to this low, I can use the fib and I can see where price is moving. As you can see, the 38.20% got violated, but pay attention up here how price came all right almost to it, almost to the pip, but not to the pip, but you know what I mean. And where did I draw that fib from? I drew it from this high to this low, so the previous day, the previous week's range. So right now everything's looking like it's rejecting. It came up to this, the low of the Asian session range over here, came to the fib, came right to 14,100, and then had that reaction to the downside. So we'll see what happens. I honestly think it's going to continue to go lower, and then from here we could see a retracement. But without anything else here, this is all the information we have. So all we can do is just anticipate what could potentially happen with the upcoming days, the upcoming week. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully this video was informative. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of an insight on how I personally trade. Without further ado, be motivated by the being average. So I'll see you guys in the next video.